Hello, welcome to Sensitive Cycle, the podcast when I talk about horror movies, TV shows, pop culture, things like that. Today I bring Ricardo. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
This is my first video in English on YouTube because I started this podcast in Portuguese, but then I decided to change the language because I thought that I need to practice my English. And I think this is a great exercise for that, right?
I think so too.
Yeah. So sorry for any mistakes that I'm gonna say in the future because, yeah, my English is not perfect. My first language is Portuguese, so I'm sorry for any mistake. Anyway, today we are going to talk about PLL Summer School, episode 1 to 7, or maybe 6, and maybe we comment episode 7 and 8 next week. Probably. Maybe. Now let's start with PLL Summer School. We saw the first season and we liked that it have some mistakes, of course, like any other TV shows. But I thought it was the best PLL spin-off that we had until now. I saw the PLL, The Perfectionists and Ravenswood, and it was not that good. I liked PLL The Perfectionists a little bit, but yes, I think this is the best spin-off of this franchise. What you thought about the first episodes?
I thought the first episodes were interesting. I thought it it was kind of a natural follow-up. It was Archie, then okay, Bloody Rose, Archie's mother. But around episode 4, I think things started to get a little bit repetitive and boring, in
Okay.
my opinion.
Okay, that's funny because I thought that in episode 4 the things started happening, you know? Finally. Until episode 4, it's really, really slow, right? Sorry, we have a goddamn bitch cat that wants to be in this record. Record, right? In this record. Oh,
No, record.
record. I said
Recording.
it right.
Recording.
Recording. I wanted to say that my Nala cat wants to be in this video. She wants. She really
Or
wants.
Nala cat.
Well, baby, my Nala, just Nala, my cat, my Nala cat. Hello, baby. Sorry. I enjoyed the first 2 episodes. I thought it was a nice introduction to the new villain, Nala. Stop! Sorry. I thought it was a nice introduction to the new villain, Bloody Rose, and I really enjoyed that now it's a girl and not a boy. Yes, I'm sorry, but I like the villain girlies. I think Bloody Rose is very brat in a way. But
I don't think so.
no, I think she slays, but she doesn't appear a lot. That's the problem. And uh listen, I understand that she's very bloody and very she have like this really not discreet look.
She doesn't at all. She
So
is dripping with blood from her head, so it's not really discreet.
Farron, Mouse, and me. Only ones left when I hit the store.
I needed more, honestly, because I thought in the first season they were panicking all the time. I don't know. That's what I remember. And in this season, I know they need to have their lives. They are teenagers. That's normal. It's not giving panic. It's not giving paranoid as much as I would like.
I think the first season was better in that regard. The first season there was a little bit more paranoia, a little bit more fear on the character's side, and which is normal because there's someone after them, after their lives, so that's what you expect from someone. And this season they're just very sassy, which
Yeah.
okay, it's nice, it's cool, we don't mind. It doesn't make sense for a character that's trying to fight for their lives to just be sassy all the time instead of be scared.
but the mystery is so slow. So slow. They give us nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know. I'm disappointed. I just want more. More blood, more panic, more paranoia, and they are giving just a little bit of that. I really like the main mystery of this season, and I really don't know who Bloody Mary is. We can talk about that in
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary, sorry, Bloody Rose. We can talk about who we think Bloody Rose is in the spoiler part of the video, but honestly, I have no idea.
Ela está-me tipo a morder.
Ela também me estava a morder, estava tipo, vocês não vão gravar a merda desse podcast. Tipo, o que está a acontecer com essa mulher? Foda-se.
My God.
She keeps biting my legs. And
Such a bitch. Another thing, I thought that the dialogue is not that cringe as in season 1.
Technically speaking, we're all final girls.
Say your worst fears were realized. What is the worst thing that could happen?
Like as the Tabby references to movies, you know?
yes, they've toned it down a little bit, which is nice. I remember my sister tried to watch the first season, and the references that Tabby kept making about movies, consistently, she clocked it as not being natural, or, just something a lot of people just wouldn't do. Every interaction that they had, they would need to reference some kind of horror movie. I'm sure there's people like that, but usually don't find that kind of behavior.
Yeah,
Ever.
like she did that all the time. It was a little bit annoying and unnatural, in my opinion. So, about the liars, the main group, what are you thinking about them this season?
Well, they're the same liars from last season.
Which one are your favorite? Which one are your least favorite?
So last season, obviously, I believe Imogen was my favorite. She slayed a lot. Noah was also pretty cool, I think.
Yes, in first season.
In,
Just in
in
first
the,
season.
in the first season. In this second season, I think that my favorite characters are Mouse, obviously. She's been having a lot more involvement. And I also think that, well, I wouldn't say not Farron. She's nice, but she's not my favorite character. So
Bitch.
probably Tabby.
Tabby is your favorite this season?
Mouse.
Mouse.
Tabby is like a second favorite. Let's
Okay.
see.
And which one is your least favorite? Spoilers coming right now. The first episode had a really high body count, but most of the deaths were really fast on screen. I think they did that to compensate the lack of kills in the next episodes. That episodes 3 to 5 look like filler episodes to me.
On one hand, I would like to say Noah because I think
I'm gonna say no.
the way
Completely.
her character's been written this season, um it's not really favorable. She used to be this character supposedly who tried to do the right thing, tried to help her peers, tried to be honest, even though she had a secret on the first season. Her mother was addict and she was covering for her, but I don't understand how that translated to her in the second season, just cheating on her boyfriend just because. Well, she was in juvie, so she cheated there. Okay, that's more natural. But after she got out of juvie, like the whole being with, what's the other girl's name? Jen. Being with Jen and being with, what's the guy's name?
Oh, I forgot the name of the
And
guy.
having this
I can't believe this.
having this romantic triangle shtick is not really like a part of her, didn't really felt like a part of her character in the first season.
Yes.
So
at
making
all.
that transition now in the second season is a little bit weird. Also the fact that she keeps she keeps forgiving these these behaviors, like Jen stealing $2,000 from her boyfriend,
Yeah,
and
ridiculous.
then he obviously gets pissed about it, goes there, acts mad, and then she goes and breaks his car to make it all better. Like,
But I just wanted to talk about my favorite and least favorite liars. Uh, Honestly, I love Mouse. I think she deserves more screen time.
Oh my god. You know how people have been posting about A? Someone just posted this. That's A's bad to the bone mother, bloody Rose Waters.
I really think because for me, she's the only one really involved in a mystery. She's always on Spooky Spaghetti, ridiculous name, but okay. She's always on Spooky Spaghetti. She's always talking about that. She's always trying to do something to solve this mystery. She's the only one actively trying to solve this mystery.
actually,
Full time. This is ridiculous. This girl deserves more attention and more screen time. And I really like Imogen. I think she's really a strong character. And Noah, without doubt, Noah is really annoying me. She's a goddamn bitch. Why? Why she's okay? Ricardo talked about that. I'm not gonna talk about that again. But she's really annoying me, and I hate that Jen girl. I hope she dies in the finale. I hope she dies because I don't like that bitch. Sorry. You like her?
no, I don't like Jen, but honestly, I think there's a little bit more to the story that obviously we're gonna get in the next episodes. But obviously, this whole Jen introduction and the whole love triangle thing, it has to lead somewhere. Because if this was just part of the, Noah's life story,
Yes.
just as a feeling, part of the episodes, it's really bad taste. Because then you made her bisexual just to cheat on her boyfriend and do all this dumb stuff that a normal person, even in love, probably wouldn't do.
I agree. I have to agree. I'm sorry, we are forgetting about a really important liar, Kelly.
Bad choices. How to avoid them. That is what Redemption House is all about.
Hope to see you there. They're doing this at my house.
It's a hell house, an apocalyptic level of hate.
What do you think about Kelly this season? I think she's going completely insane. Completely insane. I understand that what happened in the latest season was really traumatizing for her, but why she's doing that with the girls and with Imogen specifically, the redemption house, she's faking she's her mother. What's happening?
Well, I think she's been brainwashed by her mother and the cult, obviously, like Farron's ex-boyfriend. But I think Callie's just a little bit of a wasted potential. Because if they're gonna make a character insane, like make her insane.
Do you think
Don't make
like
her half insane where she just does all these little things to that obviously provoke her friends, but then she stays in this state of doubt where she doesn't know if what she's doing is good or bad, but then she does it anyways. Just make her insane.
I just feel like Kelly is like supposed to be the Mona vibe in this spin-off. Not vibe, but like look-alike Mona, you know? But Mona is really insane, and she's insane season 1 from 7 on the original show. And Kelly is
No,
Mona is really she slays. She's one of I don't know if she's my favorite character in the original show because she's she's so insane. She's insane.
honestly, I only watched the first season of PLL.
I really loved Mona, and I enjoyed rewatching Mona in the PLL, The Perfectionists. Unfortunately, it was cancelled. Who knows? Maybe Mona appears in this spin-off. I don't know. I'm waiting for OG liar to appear in this spin-off. I think it will happen next season, probably. Don't you think?
I don't think the OG layers are gonna show up, honestly.
Why? There's a connection already.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the direction the show wants to go. You know, because the original liars, they had their show. They had all their lives, you know, already showcased. It's time for a new group, a new town. In that sense, I think they're going in the right direction, the writers, but one thing is an Easter egg, another thing is trying to bring back an old character from another show, which, you know, okay, it's the same, it's in the same universe, but, you know, let the girls just have a quiet life.
I understand, but I really believe that uh, that will happen. At least one appearance in one episode. Like, if the series continues to renew, I think that will happen in the future, probably.
Well, to that, I think that the fact that in the end of the first season they were going to give Imogen's baby to Arya and Ezra,
Exactly.
but then ended up to not following up that decision, you know, in the second season.
Yes.
I think it kind of shows us that they don't want to bring back the original liars. But that's an opinion.
Let's see what happens in the future. Dr. Sullivan, they suspected about Dr. Sullivan, but basically she was writing a book about teenage trauma. But in the last episode, episode 7, we discovered that Archie killed Dr. Sullivan's son. And that's the connection that they have. What do you think about that?
Again, I didn't watch the first season, so the original season,
Yes,
so
yes.
I don't really know.
But what do you think about Dr. Sullivan itself in this show? Do you think she's suspicious? Or do you think she's innocent, just a red? I think at this point, I think she's just a red herring, obviously. But what do you think?
I never thought she was suspicious. You know, it doesn't make any sense for her to be part of the killer's scheme. Because again, you know, she was she was a therapist. She wasn't even there in the first season. Doesn't make any sense. She was on the original show, and she wasn't even a bad character on the original show, if I remember.
Yeah.
So why was there any motive to make her a bad character on this season, on the new show?
Now let's talk about who is Bloody Rose. What are we thinking? My list of suspects for Bloody Rose identity. First, of course, we have Chip's mother, but think that was I think that is too obvious if they're gonna do that. So I hope not. Kelly's mother. Kelly's herself, honestly, she's acting suspicious this season. We never know. But as we saw in the 7 episodes in the finale, in the final minutes, we saw that Kelly was attacked by Bloody Rose. Supposedly, we didn't saw the attack, but yeah. So I think Kelly is out of my suspect lists. What are your suspects?
I think it doesn't. You know, there was that fight scene with Imogen. That's a spoiler, right?
We are talking in
Ah, sorry.
spoiler. Yeah.
So
Part.
there's that part. There's that fight scene with Imogen and Bloody Rose. You know,
Yeah, in
in
episode
the
6.
episode 6. And I think when they fight, we kind of get to see that Bloody Rose, it's kind of the same height as Imogen. So I'm personally ruling out the mothers because they're well, maybe not Kelly's mother. She's not very tall, I think. Not sure, actually.
Yeah, I think not.
But I think it rules out Chip's mother because Chip's mother was a little bit taller than Tabby. So, and Tabby, I think it's the tallest one of the group. So it doesn't make much sense for her to be Bloody Rose. Bloody Rose in that sense. I saw a theory, we saw a theory
saw a
that
theory,
it
yeah.
could be Ash,
Insane theory.
Mouse's boyfriend. Insane theory. can't really refute it because they make a few good points.
A really good point.
Um,
I can leave the link of the theory for you to see. It's in Portuguese, but yes, I'm sorry.
oh well.
I maybe I found it in English. I think I will found the theory in English. Yes.
Um, I think there's also the cult kids. Obviously, I think they're connected to Bloody Rose somehow.
Redemption House? No, the Cult Kids from Spooky Spaghetti
The cult kids and sorry, and Redemption House.
and Redemption
Both
House.
of them. The the Spooky Spaghetti kids, they're obviously connected to Bloody Rose. You know, there's no other way they would be connected.
For the OG fans, does Redemption House doesn't feel like Dollhouse? Season 5 Dollhouse? Answer me in the comments, please.
Um,
Sorry for the
That's
interruption.
okay. Obviously, the cult kids are connected to Bloody Rose, and
Yes.
something I personally would have liked to see was the how Bloody Rose made that connection. Because you know, it in one episode there's like Bloody Rose appearing, and then in the next few episodes there's like a cult following on
Yeah.
the internet, and there's no connection. Like, what kind of god is she? You know, like
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is she doing to get that much attention?
Maybe she's giving food to them.
OnlyFans.
Who knows? I don't know. Uh, Another thing I want to talk about is the fact that Rose Waters is alive, and I think she's definitely not Bloody Rose by the appearances that she made. She's not Bloody Rose, definitely. So I'm so I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe Jen is Bloody Rose. I don't know.
I thought of that as well.
That's an option too.
Yeah. Uh, Also, I was also thinking that Bloody Rose in this season is possibly two people because it's getting a little bit hard to pinpoint
Yeah.
exactly who could be doing all of this. Because, you know, we're saying, oh, it could be Jen, but Jen was the one who saved Noah
Yeah.
when she finished her trial. We're saying, oh, it could be Ash, but Ash was outside the Redemption House when Imogen was
Yes.
attacked. We also thought Kelly before the last episode, but Kelly was obviously going to be attacked by Bloody Road. Well, we don't know what happened, but we saw what could be an attack, maybe. So it's definitely getting hard to pinpoint one person, but if it's done by two people, it's a lot easier to commit all these trials and hunt them the way she's doing. Because there's another thing is as well is that it takes a lot of effort to put up the trials that these girls will take in just about in a few minutes. Farron's was the biggest one, I think, with 2 hours of holding
Yes.
like an iron slab on her back.
We didn't talk about Christian. Christian is a really suspicious guy because he makes masks.
Ah,
Yes, he makes masks. Masks like a mask and maybe Bloody Rose mask. Like I don't know. I think it's too obvious. One more time, but what do you think about Christian?
I think he was an obvious red herring at the beginning. Obviously it's suspicious the fact that he does the masks and he does them very well, supposedly. So that's obviously a red flag. But again, I don't see how he could be connected to someone else. Who would be connected to him? Chip?
Yeah.
Jen? Uh, I don't know.
So
Ellie?
So, can we do our final guesses in this episode and in the next episode, when we are talk about the finale? We rewatch our opinion. What do you think about that?
Definitely.
So, my final guess is gonna be Ash because I think it's outside of the box. No one. So supposedly some people thought about that, but I never thought about that by myself. think that would be a really nice plot twist to the story. So my final guess is Ash is Bloody Rose, probably with someone else because of what Ricardo said, but I think I think it's him. And you?
I'm not sure because I kind of want to add the one of the boyfriends to the suspect list, but at the same time, I don't think it makes much sense. I don't really know who could be Bloody Rose this season. I think they're seems like they're doing a pretty good job at it,
Actually, yes.
but if it's gonna be two people, it's probably gonna be one of the boyfriends and like one of the girls, as in probably Kelly or Jen. I don't know. Not the mothers though.
Yeah, not the mothers, please. No.
Just putting my face on.
That basically it's our opinion about PLL Summer School until episode 7. The next episode, we're going to tell all our opinions about the final episode. And there are rumors that season 3 it's going to be about someone making a movie about the massacre that happened in first season in Millwood. I really like that rumor.
It's nice. It's a lot of it's very much a Scream 3 vibes.
It's very
Kind of
meta vibes. I love it.
We'll see.
Yeah, they are obviously paying homage to Scream and many slasher movies too. So let's see what happens. But I really think it's gonna be renewed again because it was like at number 1 series in Portugal and so many other countries on Max. So I really think the show is gonna be renewed.
I mean, the girls are popping off, so we'll see.
Yes. And now, just to leave, we just want to talk a little bit about the movie that we saw, with no spoilers, just for you to see. So, me and Ricardo saw a movie called La Mesita del Comedor in Spanish, or The Coffee Table in English.
Les va a aportar felicidad al hogar.
Es una mierda.
It's a Spanish black comedy, as it says in Wikipedia. We thought it was a really black, dark story. They describe it as a black comedy. It's directed and written by Calle Casas, starring David Pareja and Stefania de los Santos. So, in this movie, there's a couple with a little newborn baby, and they are buying a coffee table, and the salesman is like insane, whatever. Yes, this is just the synopsis because we can't talk that much about the movie. But I warn you to search for triggers. This is a really dark movie that have scenes involving is dying, basically. That's a spoiler. How I like
So, if you're sensitive to blood, gore,
and
child endangerment, death, all of those pretty things, don't watch the movie. It's not violent, I think.
yeah, it's not a violent
Just
movie
that
in
it's
all.
just very shocking and effective at what it wants to show.
Yes, and the level of panic and paranoia, that's the level of panic and paranoia that I want in PLL summer school. Do you understand me? Okay, that's maybe too disturbing for a TV show on Max, but yes, I want that level of coming back to this movie. This movie is insane. We love the movie. We don't want to give any spoilers, but it's a really shocking movie. We saw uh, another Spanish movie, right? Recently. What is the name? When Evil Lurks. That's a really amazing Spanish movie too. That's just a little tip for you, for a movie to see if you can deal with all of that, right?
I think this one, the coffee table, is better than When Evil Lurks. Just in the sense that When Evil Lurks, it's a good movie, but in the genre that it is, but the the coffee table, it deals with very real, very real things that happened and could happen in our world, in our everyday lives.
Yes.
And I think it really triggers a specific part of human emotion that most people don't even realize how they could deal with it.
Yes, yes. It's
It's much more interesting in that sense. So you should definitely, if you can handle gore, you should definitely watch The Coffee Table. It's not a lot of gore, but you need to be able to watch a little bit of it.
yeah, but look for the trigger warnings of the movie. Maybe it's not a movie for you.
Again, blood, violence, child endangerment, and death.
Yes. So basically that's what we have to say today. We come back next week or the week next. I'm not gonna promise, but we are coming back
Next
to
episode.
next episode. Yes, in the next episode we are gonna comment about PLL Summer School finale, and maybe another movie. Who knows? We always watching some movies, right?
Wow, yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah. And we just want to warning you that we are brats, just for you to know. I know that has nothing to do with this episode, but I'm really excited about Brat's new album about Charlie XX. She's really talented and she's amazing. That's it.
Stream Brett.
Stream Brat, and we see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.